Hey guys, this is Mowing, Mudding, and More, and today I'm going to be going over a video on a few updates on the Husky as well as some new things I have for it. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the video. So to start off, a few days ago, I was messing with the Husky, and I found out it has these little parts down here, and I figured, why don't I attach something there? So I tried to do a weight made out of a toolbox, and that didn't work. I put the thing a little bit too far back, and it kept leaning straight down, and the toolbox started warping, so I took it off, took that toolbox, got a bolt and a washer, and I put it back here, and painted it to blend in with the Husky. Now, another thing I'm going to talk about is this. I'm building a custom snowplow for it. It's not much, but I'll probably build a better one in the future. So what I did was I found this big piece of metal, drilled some holes in it, took the old frame from the weight, put it back here, and bolted it on. So it's a cheap snowplow, but it's something I built. Now, some updates on the Husky is we're having starting issues. Basically, we'd turn the key and nothing would happen, but after a few times, we'd get it to start up. So, I don't know what that's about. Also, the seat that we put on it, paint's coming off. And we also made a little lock for the Murray hood that we put on here. Here's the Briggs opposed V-twin. Nothing different about it. There's the red that was the Murray. We also put a logo on the side and repainted the whole thing. But yeah, that's the Husky. It's still getting work done to it. At some point, I probably will put narrow tires on here, like those ones. It would look good with them, too. But that's not really important. A friend of mine wants me to get a different transmission for it and put bar tires on it. However, he also wants me to buy his Murray. Now, another big question... Oh, before I forget, there's a 3-point hitch on the back now, so I can pull big trailers around. And this thing can haul quite a bit, too. And I got questions about trading the tractor. I'm going to say this right now. I'm not sure if I want to trade this thing. It's one of my first tractors ever to get running, and I just like the dang thing, and I customized it to my own liking, too. Another problem is... well, the previous owners ended up pulling off a bunch of stuff that related to the mower deck, and I never got a bagger for this thing, too. So if I was to sell it, it would be in a state of disrepair, so it would need to be fixed up if you wanted to use it as a regular tractor. However, the thing runs nicely. It's actually able to pull the disc, and it's also able to pull the chisel. It's also straight piped, which I forgot to mention, and it sounds really, really nice. It sounds like a 2-cylinder. The only problem is when you throttle it up, it doesn't sound like one anymore, but it's a nice tractor. And she can actually pull quite a bit. We built this trailer over here, had my friends sit inside of it. We didn't build the trailer, but we had our friends sit inside, and those are bus seats. And we hooked this to the back of the Husky and pulled it around. No problem, actually. But yeah, this thing, it's got a lot of problems with it. It's got a leak in the fuel tank. It's also got starter problems. Part of the Briggs doesn't work on this. My brother says one cylinder probably isn't working. And this tractor also runs rich. And it burns oil quite quickly too, so it's got its problems. It's also got a hole in the fuel tank. I don't know if I mentioned that already or not. But another thing I did was I put this little panel on here that says property of my name and then my number. And my brother wants to do that for some of his tractors. Oh, before I forget, a friend of mine asked me what's the difference between a lawn tractor and a garden tractor. Now, I don't know much, but I do know that garden tractors are built heavier than lawn tractors are. And garden tractors are built to pull heavier things than lawn tractors. Garden tractors are built to work in the garden, and they also have a heavier frame on them than lawn tractors do. Oh, and lawn tractors are actually really, really light. So, oh shoot. If I was to lift this thing up, it would lift up really easily. Yet if I was to lift this thing up, this thing would be a pain. Oh, and also, lawn tractors, they're chintzier than garden tractors. I hate to say it, but you know. And some friends asked me, should I get a garden tractor or a lawn tractor? Now, I recommend getting an old garden tractor and fixing it up, which is another reason I'm happy I got this Husky. I actually got it for free, if you were wondering. But, yeah. It works, but it's got a lot of problems, and I just don't know what to do with it. Well, actually, I do. I just don't know what's yet to come for it. But I'm happy I don't live in a neighborhood where all the houses are close together, because I'd constantly be getting noise complaints every time I used it. Oh, spray paint cap. Alright, so, drip pan. That'll about wrap it up for the video of the Husky. And if you guys have any questions about it or suggestions for it, please let me know, because this thing needs some work, but I can probably upgrade it. And if you have any suggestions on how I should build a snowplow, please say something, because I actually want to make one for this thing and get it working. And I guess that'll wrap up this video. So, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later.